Up next on Lion TV, we have Abby Cochran with a story about a student with a passion for photography, Curtis Stevens with a concert band member for a new Lion of the Week.
And me, Jordan Jones, with your NBA Cup finalist information. All that and more, Lion TV starts now.
Good morning, Cersei, and welcome back to another episode of Lion TV. I'm Samuel Stubbs.
And I'm Jensen Johnston. Now let's head into some student announcements for that weekend.
The next National Honor Society meeting will be on Tuesday, January 21st at 7:30 a.m. in room 326. Make sure you are on the Schoology page and have notifications set. Also, the National Honor Society Scholarship is now open. See the Schoology page for more information.
The next Spanish Club meeting will be Tuesday, December 10th at 7:30 a.m. in room 531, the food bank room.
Tryouts for the baseball team will be held on December 5th from 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. at the SHS baseball field for any 9th to 12th grade student. Please bring the following: a current copy of the physical, baseball pants, glove, and a hat. If you're a catcher and have gear, please bring it. Please notify one of the following coaches if interested in attending or for more information. Contact Coach Gardner, Coach Davis, or Coach Dunneman.
The ASVAB will be offered in the library on December 10th. If you missed the initial sign-ups and are interested in taking it, please see Mr. Hughes in the Guidance Center.
Applications are now open for the 2025 Arkansas Governor's School to be held at Arkansas Tech University from July 6th to August 2nd this summer. Students can be nominated by a teacher, counselor, or GT/AP coordinator. If you're interested in applying for AGS, please contact Shelly Elliott at shelliott@cerseischools.org or stop by room 204.
There is a care closet open on campus that provides any students in need with hygiene products and clothes. This is a private and confidential service. The care closet is open during school by appointment. Please email jmeansct@cerseischools.org for questions about the closet.
Hey Jensen, photography is a really neat hobby, and one student here at SHS is really good at it.
Abby Cochran spoke with her on how she's able to accomplish her journey as a photographer. Let's send it over to her.
Everybody has a hobby or something that they enjoy to do. Photography is a widely enjoyed activity, and SHS student Natalie Pham is no different. But what is it like to do photography?
I was inspired to start photography by amazing content I saw on social media. Watching reels from nature photographers and street photographers really sparked my interest and made me want to try it out for myself. Seeing how they capture the beauty of nature and the energy of the streets motivate me to grab the camera and start exploring the world through my own lens. Capturing a stunning photo that I truly adore fill me with happiness and satisfaction.
But happiness and satisfaction aren't the only feelings that come with the art that is photography. It also provides the photographer with a journey into the unknown.
What I love most about photography is the sense of adventure it brings. I enjoy exploring new places, experimenting with different techniques, and feeling like a professional photographer behind the lens. I find inspiration for my photos in many places, like nature, architecture, people, and even everyday objects. I can spark my creativity. I also love browsing through photography books, visiting art galleries, and exploring new places to discover unique perspectives and ideas.
Natalie says that each photo location has something different to offer when it comes to how it makes you feel.
I think every moment offers a chance to capture something visually captivating, whether it's the peaceful beauty of nature, the dynamic sky, or the interesting details of everyday objects.
People often say to live in the moment and come out from behind the screen, but sometimes it takes a different lens to see the world clearly.
It has taught me to appreciate the beauty in small details, to see things from different angles, and to capture moments that might otherwise be forgotten. Through photography, I have learned to slow down, observe my surroundings more closely, and find joy in the simple things.
Since it brings her so much joy, Natalie intends on continuing her photography journey for years to come. However, she doesn't really want to pursue this as her career. Her main hope is that her pictures can reach the hearts of people all over the world and invoke thought in all those who see them. Now back to you guys.
Thanks, Abby. That was an inspiring look into her passion for photography. It's amazing to see how creativity can flourish here at Searcy High School.
The Little Rock Police Department are seeking the public's help in locating the man they say is responsible for a Black Friday shooting at Park Plaza Mall that left 2 injured. According to LRPD officials, detectives identified 18-year-old Antonio Coleman Jr. as the suspect in the shooting. LRPD officials said Coleman is facing 2 charges of criminal attempt to commit capital murder. Officers were initially dispatched to the mall at 1:45 p.m. on an active aggressor call. When they arrived, they found 1 injured victim, and a second victim of the shooting arrived at a different hospital. Both are expected to make a full recovery.
When news first broke this summer about Project 2025, the conservative mandate for reshaping the federal government, then candidate Donald Trump immediately distanced himself from the plan, calling some of it ridiculous and abysmal. Fast forward several months, and Trump, now the president-elect, has announced his intention to place several architects of the plan into his top positions in his administration, like Victor Davis Hanson is being considered for the role of Secretary of Education, Stephen Miller as the Director of the Office of Management and Budget, Kara Frederick tapped for the position of Assistant Secretary for Technology Policy, and Andrew Roller being appointed as the Administrator of the Environmental Protection Agency.
Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol declared martial law in a surprise late-night address on Tuesday, reviving memories of a more painful authoritarian past as troops attempted to enter the main hall of the National Assembly and people against the measure gathered outside following his announcement. The president accused the main opposition party of sympathizing with North Korea and of anti-state activities, citing a motion by the opposition Democratic Party, which has a majority in parliament, to impeach top prosecutors and reject a government budget proposal. I've been really needing to bring my jacket with me because of how cold it's been getting outside.
Now I'm curious of how our weather's going to turn out in general.
Well, good thing Curtis Stevens has our updates for us.
Good morning, Searcy High School. I'm Curtis Stevens here to give you your weather update. Today it will be partly cloudy with a high of 43, a 6% chance of rain, winds blowing east by southeast at 5 miles per hour, humidity of 44%, and your sun rose at 7:02 a.m. On to tonight. Tonight will be partly cloudy with a low of 28, 2% chance of rain, winds blowing south by southwest at 3 miles per hour and humidity of 64%, and your sun will set at 4:54 p.m. onto the almanac. For the last 7 days, the average has been a high of 58, a low of 24. Monthly average of precipitation has been 0 inches, and your month to date has been 4.91 inches. Onto the 5cast. On Saturday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 59, a low of 41, and a 24% chance of rain. On Sunday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 64, a low of 46, and a 24% chance of rain. On Monday, it will be scattered showers with a high of 60, a low of 42, and a 39% chance of rain. On Tuesday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 55, a low of 41, and a 24% chance of rain. And on Wednesday, it will be sunny with a high of 50, a low of 25, and an 8% chance of rain. Well, Searcy, it looks like the temperature's going to stay mostly steady throughout the entire week, so I still recommend getting out your jackets. Now sending it back to Sam McJensen to the news desk.
Thanks, Curtis. Now all of this weather talk has made me famished. What's on the menu today, Samuel?
Today for lunch we'll be having chicken egg sub, ham and Swiss cheese sub, classic cheese pizza, classic cheeseburger, chicken and cheese crispito, a fresh Fuji apple, and milk.
Wow, that sounds absolutely divine. Be sure to thank our amazing lunch ladies for preparing this amazing food for everyone.
The SHS Concert Band has lots of talented performers who propose some very catchy songs for us, and one student is no exception.
It's a good thing that Curtis Stevens spoke with Connor Bunting as our line of the week.
Welcome back, Searcy High, to another episode of Line of the Week. Today's guest is one of the band's French horn players, Connor Bunting.
Hello.
So, Connor, what made you want to join Concert Band?
Well, ever since I was in 6th grade, which is when I joined band, I've been doing concert bands, and I've always preferred that over marching band, so going into concert band, I think I enjoy it more than marching band. I'm in wind ensemble, and that's kind of the upper level. It's not like a group of the best players, it's just the people who are on a higher level than other people in the band. For wind ensemble, some challenges would be just some of the songs we play are just barely outside of my wheelhouse, at least, to where I have to actually practice to make sure I can play it. So,
what does a regular day of band look like?
Well, a regular day of band for me, I come in, I kind of set my stuff down at my chair, I get my horn out, I practice for a little bit, then the director comes in and we go over certain songs that we haven't practiced entirely yet.
What do you think about your fellow band students?
I think that they're all really good. Some of them are a little immature and crack jokes that probably shouldn't be made, but you know, they're all in high school, so they're maturing, hopefully.
Like, do you find yourself more mature than them, or is it like...
I wouldn't say all the time, but there are certainly times where I have to be the one to be like, let's not do that right now.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have left in today's episode of Line of the Week. I'm Curtis Stevens, and I'm sending it back to the news desk.
Thanks, Curtis.
Now it has me wondering what happened in the sports world.
Let's send it over to Jordan Jones, who has all the sports updates for us.
Happy Friday, Cersei. Let's get started with some sports updates before heading into the weekend. Chip Johnson and Julian Smith were the duo to watch this past Tuesday as the Lady Lions took on the Cabot Lady Panthers at home for the first game of the Bank Classic. Chip would inch closer to her 1,000-point mark as she would have 21 points in the game to help her teammate Julian Smith, who would also get into double digits on her stat sheet as well. The Lady Lions' defensive pressure would be enough to overcome the Lady Panthers as Cersei ended their drought, picking up the win at home 59-38. Their next game will be this Saturday at 3 p.m. as they move on to battle against the Brooklyn Lady Bearcats. It's been 5 years since Cersei's boys have been able to defeat Catholic, but that would end that same night with the help of Cersei's star guard Jalen Clifton, as he would have 35 points for the game, as 21 of those points came for the first quarter alone. The boys' defense will be a key factor to help the boys put a stop to Catholic's shooting ability as Cersei picks up the win at home 53-50. The boys are set to take on the Bearcats along with the girls this Saturday at home as well. The boys will play at 4:30, so be sure to come out and support the boys and girls during the final day of the Cersei Bank Classic tournament. Moving on to national sports and men's college basketball, 4th-ranked Kentucky took on Clemson on the road as Clemson was looking for an upset. Ian Schiffelin would lead the Tigers with 11 points, 4 assists, and 20 rebounds for the squad as they were able to overcome the Wildcats in a close one with the final score of 70-66. Calipari and the Razorbacks went on the road to take on Miami in a close game that came down to the wire as Boogie Flynn would seal the game with a mid-range jump shot during the closing moments to pick up the win for the Razorbacks 76-73. Alabama took on Oregon as the Ducks have not been on a hot streak in the league, remaining undefeated after defeating the Crimson Tide by forcing 15 turnovers and 12 offensive rebounds that would be crucial in the second half. Nonetheless, Bama would fight hard in the game but would be Oregon taking home the win 83-81. The NBA Cup gets ready to start their second tournament after last year's success. The Eastern Conference features the Bucks in the first seed taking on the Magic in the 4th spot. And it will be a rivalry in the second matchup in the East as the Knicks get set once again to take on Trae Young in Atlanta. The Thunder last year was a team to watch during the playoffs as a lot of their young talent made statements throughout the year, and now they have another chance to prove themselves championship worthy as they hold the first seed in the Western Conference. The Rockets face a familiar foe in the tournament as well as they will be taking on the Warriors in the second spot in the Cup. These 8 teams have a different roster than previous years, so this year will be exciting for all these teams to see who will overcome one another in the top to claim this year's NBA Cup title. That's all the sports updates I have for you this week. Have a great weekend, and now let's send it back to the news desk.
Thanks, Jordan. We will continue to keep track of the Lions in the Bank Classic.
Also, go over to CerseiLionPress.com and check out this story by Maddie Anderson about how the theater department developed their fall play, Save Hamlet.
Well, that's about all the time we have for you today, Cersei. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Cersei Highline TV.
And follow us on X at Lion TV, Instagram at Cersei Lion TV, and on Facebook at Cersei High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Samuel Stubbs.
And I'm Jensen Johnston. Have a great weekend, Cersei.